Okay, everybody. So we're back in our top 8 round, just underway. We just missed the start of it there. We're looking at Duncan Howard and Paul Heaver.
They've merged
Running-
and become one person.
Very nearly the same list. So
Yes.
this should be a little bit different.
If you believe it, they both independently came up with this nonsense on their own, without any communication in between them. Paul's on our right. Duncan is on our left.
They are jousting across the top of the mat to mess with us
Just to bother
for making them play
on stream.
on the stream.
This. Both of these lists is essentially a who's who of Scum Crew.
Right.
Is
Right.
K4, all of the All-Stars are here. All right, here we go. Off to the shooting. This is top 8, yes. Ketsu will throw some tractor beams around. Both of her. Then Bosk will do Bosk things. Paul's Ketsu goes first, so Paul has initiative. We're listening to Paul on the video mic of him working out exactly what's going to happen before it happens.
Right.
Much like Sherlock Holmes boxes in the Sherlock Holmes movies.
So Paul has used glitter stem. No, Duncan did.
Mm-hmm. For die attack. Paul crack shots his evade dice for 3 damage.
And the
Ketsu should
second
now be shieldless. And has
tractor
two,
beam deal.
2 tractor beams, killing all of her evade dice, thus negating his glitter stem. Is this the cluster missiles?
So he's got a hit, 2 hits, and a crit.
Mm-hmm. He wants to figure out what whether to use Bosk's ability
All right,
or not.
so
This is essentially
because he's down to no.
yeah, it's down to shield.
No
Took away the
agility.
shields, no agility.
Well, he's carrying 2 tractor beam tokens.
Nope.
Goodness.
Yeah. Here's what this fight is, essentially. This is Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson punching each other in the face without any, dodging or moving. They've just lined up and are going to exchange hits in the face as hard as they can.
Ketsu is down to 1 hull.
1 hull. Start of the game. Duncan is firing back.
Hitting 2 crits. And 1 evade.
All right.
Okay, so that's
Now-
in his Ketsu as well. Or is that Bosk?
Now Bosk is shooting. Duncan's Bosk. That's 2 crits. 3 crits. Holy fucking hell. Okay,
so that's what, 3 into 4?
Four
hull
Yeah, 4 hull.
into Paul's Ketsu.
From full to 4 hull in about 3.5 seconds.
1, 2, 3, 4. So
Yeah.
3 hull.
That's crazy. This is nonsense.
Best game ever.
What did I say? Boxing heavyweights punching each other in the mouth. No gloves. Don't block anything. Just take the hit to the face and see if you can stand up. All right, now what?
It's 1 hull left.
1 hull.
That's great.
Paul's cluster missiles performing just a tad better than Duncan Howard's Mangler cannon. Even though the Mangler laid down 3 crits total. I'm not sure if the two of them would do this way if it wasn't 10 o'clock and they've been playing X-Wing all day and neither of them really have anything to prove.
Right. They're both kind of indifferent to it. I mean...
But Duncan has already won a regional.
And Paul's won a few things.
Paul's won a couple of things. Duncan's not going to move, or Paul's not going to move
the end of the world if he doesn't win this game.
His world championship trophies to make way for a regional trophy, I don't imagine.
How many damage was that? 8?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Oh, 9.
Yeah, 9 total damage from Paul.
Oh. Let me go find out.
Let
me make sure we're correct
idea.
there. 1 sec.
Aaron's stepping away to make sure we did that math right, because that was nonsense. We just had Ketsu ask why Ketsu's all the rage, and that's because Ketsu just puts a target tractor beam token on you and doesn't give a crap about it. She's like, eat this, and your agility's gone. Now my friends are going to get you. That's why Ketsu's here.
I had it right.
Yeah, we got it right.
I'm invincible. Okay. Boy, that was nuts.
I think Paul smashes into...
Oh, sloppy. Cheating.
Get it?
Cheating cheaters.
Now, Duncan's going.
Oh. Now they're feigning indifference.
Mm-hmm.
The real secret is, I knew this would give me a longer break.
Yep. It looks like it's doing just that.
Now, actually, what we had, guys, for all of you wondering why are we watching this, we had 3 matches that we'd either just seen or had seen both players very recently. And we had Paul and Duncan flying the same thing, and we just thought that'd be more entertaining. So
turned out to be the case.
That's why we get Paul and Duncan, because you know we wouldn't get to see them again because one of them's going to win.
Yep. Assuming they don't both nuke each other.
And Duncan is not flying PAL paces because he just won a regional 2 weeks ago.
He did.
So he's trying to branch out. It's all about growth with Duncan. Personal growth and development.
It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. But they both independently came up with this as something fun for them to fly. I think you will agree that that is in fact the case.
Burnout Slam. Does that get him out of Bosk's arc?
Let's see.
It doesn't.
It does not.
It doesn't.
That arc is deceptive.
It's going to kill him anyway.
Deceptively.
I don't know, man. Does he? It's close.
It's worth measuring. That's for certain.
Yeah, I think...
He's going to boost. He can boost. That's a thing.
I think they I think they opted to joust as a way to goof on us.
Sure.
Paul does a lot of these with me and knows that joust across the top of the board sucks to cover.
I once watched Paul Heaver and Frank Forte in a regional in Pennsylvania circle the board as if they were professional wrestlers with a group of B-Wings. They went from one board edge to the other, from where he started to the other one, and then they just came at each other from the other side of the board. It was insane.
If we do not fight to the death, they will kill us both.
Yes. That is Ketsu's current hit points. 1.
It's people just tuning in are like, what?
This game is over.
Yeah, the first turn of shooting was a little crazy. If you missed it, Paul's 2 ships did 9 damage to Duncan's Ketsu.
And Duncan's ship in return did 7 damage to Paul's Ketsu.
So that's 3 on Bosk. Zuckus.
Zuckus is the worst. I hate Zuckus. I hate his stupid Zuckus face. Duncan's Bosk firing into Ketsu, I would assume.
Yes.
Oh. That's 3 hits. 2 from Bosk's ability out of a crit.
That's crazy.
And Ketsu's dead.
It's the craziest game ever.
That's all of about 3 minutes into the game. What can Bosk do? Ketsu's going to come around, get him from behind. Mathematically, I think they just kill each other.
This is crazy.
I think.
Well, it's over. No, Paul's lost.
Bosk has a slight. If Ketsu can get around and start piling in damage, yeah.
No, that Paul's bad roll lost him the game. And he knows it. He was just commenting on the table how he didn't even roll. If he'd rolled 1 eyeball, he'd have been good. This game's been going for 14 minutes.
14 minutes. 14 minutes.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Paul banks it in. Jeremy also slow rolls.
And it's a bump. Come on. You're
Rough.
killing me. Oh, wow.
Well, Ketsu will have a hard time approaching Bosk without a firing arc.
Yeah, because he's just going to turn Bosk.
Yeah.
So he's going to get another shot. Mm-hmm. Then it's the battle of the Bosks.
Bosk v. Bosk. Well, if Paul can tie up Duncan's Bosk on the ropes to maintain the boxing metaphor.
Oh, we forget. Burnout Slam.
He already used it. But that's why he's on the other side of the board.
Just boosting now, yeah. Now, here comes into Bosk.
Yep. He needs to not take a ton of damage here.
It's
Success.
Evaded.
Evaded the 1 attack. The 1 hit.
I just like that the game itself is taking place in the least convenient area of the map possible. We can't see the models.
Yep. They're up.
They're up there. Everything down here would be in such beautiful focus.
It is amazing looking down there.
I mean, look at these. Look at the rocks. You can resolve the individual. It's crisp. It's delicious and crisp, like fresh celery.
Yeah, you could trip over those asteroids and cause yourself some damage.
It's crisp. It's so crisp. I want to spread some peanut butter in it and have it like a snack.
Put some raisins in there.
I don't want raisins. I don't want raisins. I don't want raisins. Raisins are what the devil's pet rabbit leaves in its cage. I don't need raisins.
It's pretty harsh on raisins.
Devil's pet rabbit pellets.
Sad grapes. Raisins
After eating his Satan's mini cabbages, Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts are delicious.
Stop it. Come on.
My wife
what are you
successfully
this
makes
is the guy,
Brussels sprouts.
Yes, you're the guy who tries to convince me that unpalatable foods are edible. Listen, why don't you just start with something delicious? Here, let me start with something utterly unpalatable and wrap it in bacon.
What?
Okay, I could wrap almost anything in bacon. Tell me bacon's not involved.
What are we? It
Of course it is.
And goat cheese. It's amazing.
You're eating cheese and bacon.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so Paul has Paul did a Paul thing there, and
Paul is notoriously indifferent to rocks when it suits him.
Yeah. He didn't give a
Well, because
shit
he
about
needs
these rocks.
space. He needs space behind him so he can turn on Ketsu and try and kill it.
Yep. He did a Paul thing. My thought would have been to try and tie up Bosk. But boom. Paul's Paul thing worked. Look at the chat. Wait, I got it for 1 minute. What a ship's gone. Yep. If you'd have come back like a hot minute later, another ship.
See what he's got now? Now Ketsu can't get past Bosk. Mm-hmm. Paul
Bosk
so
is his
cagey.
own blocker.
And now he'll do a 3-turn and have him. He tasks me. He tasks me and I will have him. I will chase him round perdition's flame. You know what I need? I need a chest piece so I can do like the Ricardo Montalban.
Oh.
All right, I don't know who's shooting at who.
Ketsu's shooting Bosk.
Okay, 1 shield.
And I think the thrust of this game, murder a ship in the first 4 minutes and then fuck around for an hour.
I mean, if Paul can kill Ketsu,
Yeah.
he has a good chance of winning the game.
Yeah. Especially if he doesn't take
I think what he's trying to look
2
at
or more
now
damage on
is,
Bosk.
does he have room to turn right? See how he's really sizing it up?
Yeah, you're right.
Because that would be
He's
the
leaning
move
in there.
if he has room.
If he's got the right turn.
If he's got the right turn, because then Duncan can't continue to flank him.
Yep.
So I think that's what he's eyeballing, if he'll fit in there.
I think that's insightful.
And
He
I
can
don't-
fit the 2?
But then I don't know if he can get out of it.
Yeah. I have yet to
he's-
win any world championships.
Nor
so-
I. In fact,
I would not move. I would not do that move.
I'll have to ask Paul if I'm guessing correctly, because I would be very pleased with myself if I was.
I think that's
if I
very
guessed
insightful
correctly.
on your part.
But I think that's what he's doing, because if he can make that right turn, he can guarantee a couple shots at Ketsu.
Free unanswered from Bosk anyway. And he might catch Jeremy going the wrong direction.
See, so what began as a ridiculous farce is become an interesting game to watch.
There we go.
That's how it works. Oh, no. Decided he couldn't swing it.
Went with the...
Not sure I agree.
Now Bosk is in the way. Ketsy's going to post up behind Bosk.
Yeah, see, this is
That's good for Paul.
This is my issue, yeah. Yeah.
Where's the arc pointing? Boost. Won't matter. You're out of range.
Oh, what's Paul's shot first, right?
Uh-huh. Paul's shooting. Paul Bosk into Duncan Bosk.
Hit, crit. Takes all three. Paul debating the bosking the crit.
Always the trouble with Bosk. Paul ends up bosking his Bosk ability, or his crit, for 2 damage. And demands that Jeremy hold on to the crit for later.
Jeremy.
Or Duncan hold on to the crit for later. One of the Howards.
I'm going to tell him you said that.
They're interchangeable. Don't, he's a giant. I'm 6'4" and he's bigger than me, and that's weird. He's like one of the 3 humans on the planet.
He's very tall. So this is his Bosk. Hit, crit. What? The crit was stunned pilot.
Stunned pilot.
Well, what's just happened? I just missed something.
Looks like it's got to be Bosk firing back at Bosk. I don't know why all that got... Duncan will Bosk his crit for 2 shields.
Is Ketsu out of range or something?
Gotta be, yeah. Yeah, she measured for a target lock earlier and,
Oh, okay.
and failed for that.
Well, I may have the damage wrong. This. I mean,
That's terrible.
this is what we're competing for now.
Mm-hmm. Paul does a very YV move. Yes. Paul has initiative. Lays down an eyeball. Ooh. Uh-oh. Duncan's gonna need to get his Bosk in the game, although he's safely saved it from getting blown up. So that's a plus. As long as he's got the he can boost.
He can boost. He has PTL, so he'll target lock and then boost.
There's his target lock from K4. K Money, as he's known to some.
K Money, K Boogie. So this is a Ketsu only shot, right?
Looks like. That is the opposite of what
he's considering feed packing.
He's got the feed
Duncan's.
Oh. I think we got Bosk's health wrong. Paul just said Duncan's Bosk has 3 health.
No, he would feedback it down to 3.
Okay.
And he said he decided not to.
Gotcha.
Two hits and a crit. And he whiffs.
Likes. Ooh.
Oh, I had this.
All right.
I had that wrong. I knew I missed an attack roll there.
This game has gotten dramatically worse for Paul. He's going to go over this rock.
It's only a silly top 8 game because the players are kind of inexperienced. If we had
True.
more experienced players, it'd probably be a better game.
It's a very green game.
Right. They sort of luck boxed into the top 8 here.
Mm-hmm.
But look at this guy. High expectations. All right, there's a 2-turn. And he clips the rock.
That's the second rock the 3-time world champion has hit today.
Right.
What a horrible thing to say for no
Drag
reason.
his rack of... Oh, he's got the new Nifties. That's what it was, the new FFGs.
And that's the first rock Duncan Howard has hit. He's landed.
Oh, he can't boost, so he's going to take fire.
Gonna take a shot.
No boost.
Bosk. He can forlom.
Can he
Probably
do it?
Probably doesn't need to.
Range 3.
Ooh.
Tough luck.
He can. Is he crack shotted yet? He probably has.
1.
Ouch. He forlommed the evade. Zuckus the whole thing.
No, rolls 2 evades.
You got it.
And he whiffs.
Whiff on the evade.
So that's it.
Cinches the game for Duncan Howard.
The craziest single elimination regionals game I've ever had on the stream
How long did that go?
is over. It went about 30 minutes.
All right.
So not terrible, but kind of a goofy game.
Yep.
But appreciate you guys hanging in there with me for that. So Duncan defeats Paul in quarterfinals, and we'll be back. It's going to be a little while, actually. So another 45 minutes at least.
Oof.
So almost an hour until we're back on with the semifinals. So I will see you guys in a bit.